point, I call that history. Fuck around and grill a pig like some rotisserie. Give a fuck about who you think you with, don't trust the industry. Why you wanna be my enemy? You should really let me be, cause really you can't fuck with me. Nah, you can't fuck with me, little bitch, and yes, I took my heat. Yes, I love to redo, that made me L-A-M-E or W-I-S-E. My third eye open, I can see, must protect my inner peace. No response, I can't give you my energy. I don't follow trends, cause bitch, I'ma just...
Hi, it's Unonia back with another video. We're gonna jump straight into it as we always do.
I hope that everyone is having a beautiful and blessed day today. Today I just kind of wanted to go with the flow of whatever it is I feel that I'm channeling or being called to talk about and speak about today, and we could do some updates for like this weekend energy of what's to come or what can be expected. I feel that this weekend a lot of us are going to be kind of finishing up those last minute tasks that we may have, or it's like you're finishing up old work, old projects that you may have not completed in the past. I feel like this weekend a lot of purging is going to be going on as well. A lot of us are going to be feeling a little tired or like sluggish, or there's a need to rest. There's a need for the collective to rest at this time and allow the body to catch up on these energies that have been kind of thrown at us over this past week. I'm here in a few weeks actually. I feel like a lot of people are going through an identity crisis at this time as well, as far as trying to figure out just necessarily what's your place, you know, in this world. What purpose do you serve? I know a lot of times people spend their entire life fixated on their purpose, you know, and what your purpose is here and the reason of why you're supposed to be here. And in the process of figuring that out or trying to figure that out throughout your entire life, when it comes time for you to leave this realm, you're still leaving with regrets because you didn't live your life out to the fullest that you should have. Or it's like maybe at that last minute you're kind of like, I don't know why I'm hearing in my head, tending to remember the soul's contract of why you were here in the first place. You know, it kind of like hits you like a bell, and you're then having to kind of go into the spirit realm to kind of learn these lessons and reincarnate to relearn these lessons as well. I feel that when it comes to purpose, it's something that we should not get ourselves too caught up in and fixated on to the point where we kind of like I don't know why I keep seeing that movie Souls in my head, the little cartoon, the Disney cartoon. I keep seeing that movie, so that movie can be significant here for someone. But it's like, you know, I honestly feel that everyone purpose here is to just enjoy life. That's the main purpose, is to enjoy life, is to live in the now, is to recognize the small things, be grateful for the small things, take heed to your lessons, you know what I mean? So that your soul can properly evolve the way that it's supposed to. It's like, lessons is a big thing here. You should get to a point in your life where you are able to notice repetitive cycles and certain lessons that may be presented to you in a form of where Spirit is kind of testing you to see if you've learned. You know what I mean? Sometimes Spirit will send you the same person in a different body just to see if that same repetitive pattern that you once had, do you still have that, or have you grown, you know? And so a lot of times you kind of think people come back into your life for a certain reason, or you think certain things or and opportunities are representing themselves to you for certain reasons, but in all actuality this is just a test to see how you're going to take it, you know what I mean? And a lot of times as well, we kind of be too fixated on things that we feel like we want versus what we actually need. You know, like I just recently asked the divine and said to the divine, it's like, your will is like my will, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm no longer fighting for what I want. I'm fighting for what I know is best for me, or it's like I'm fighting for whatever ideal of a lifestyle that you guys have planned out for me, because I know that a lot of times my desirely 3D wants can get in the way of my manifestations due to me manifesting things that are not in alignment with my soul, you know? So it's kind of like a wasteful or wasted energy in a sense. And I feel like that's something that they're making us take heed to as well. It's like, what are you necessarily manifesting for yourself? What do you necessarily want for yourself? Is it something that you want temporarily, or is it something that you want to see a longevity of pleasures from? You know what I mean? So it's like, it's okay with wanting temporary pleasures. It's okay with manifesting temporary things as well. But know that a lot of times, through manifesting certain temporary things comes with lessons, and not all the time are lessons bad. Don't take it as every time you hear, oh, a lesson is presented itself that it's a bad lesson. Sometimes spirit teaches you, you know, good things as well, or they tend to show you good traits about yourself through the people around you and through the reflection of the people around you as well. You know, a lot of times for me, they're making me kind of tap into this as well when I see other people doing good in life, and when I see other people kind of like have, like, say for instance, I've been manifesting a car, right? And I start seeing hella people come out with these, like, with their cars, like different people that I may know or not even know, just all of a sudden getting brand new cars, you know what I mean? And so it's like, a lot of times it could then make me feel just a little bit some type of way, but then I always catch on to that, and it's like I don't judge myself for that. I then you know, embrace myself with compassion as far as, you know, why do you necessarily feel like this, you know what I'm saying? And then I will break the energy down as far as, like, obviously these things are being put in your face to show you that this is where you're going. You ask for a certain type of manifestation, and then spirit begins to send you the signs on the physical rhythm that this manifestation is coming to you, and they tend to reflect that through the people around you. And sometimes people tend to be met with the spirit of jealousy and hatred, and it's like, you're like, well, why I'm not there yet, or why I can't get this, or get this and that, and it's like you tend to get that manifestation and that blessing stripped completely away from you because you're not meeting it with the energy you're supposed to. It's more so meeting it from a space of being ungrateful for what is already yours. You know what I mean? It's like just because you can't see it and it's not obtainable to you yet, you kind of give up on it and you lose faith. And in the process of losing faith, you kind of lost faith on yourself. You kind of messed that manifestation up for yourself in a sense. And then you turn around and say, well, nothing good ever happens to me, or nothing good ever comes to me. But it's like, that's a repetitive cycle that you have within yourself, that you are creating for yourself. And so it's a need to just be mindful of certain things like that, and be mindful of certain traits that you know that you have within your headspace. But like pride is a thing here as well. Some people are just way too prideful when it comes to certain things, like way too materialistic. I'm hearing as well. Materials don't mean a thing at all. Like if in all honesty, it's about what you like, again, what you need, not what you want. A lot of times, you know, we're not grateful for the placement that we are in currently. We're not grateful for where we are currently enough, you know? It's like you're always wanting the next. You're always trying to obtain the next. You're always, like, you get a manifestation and you're like, okay, so what's next? You complete that and then you're like, okay, so what's next? You know what I mean? It's it's never enough. And that is something to be mindful of as well, because you will forever be trying to chase this energetic field that's never obtainable. You know what I mean? Because of what you're trying to meet that energy with. I'm hearing a SWV song in my head, Understanding. I know I challenged it the other day. What a message. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, you should watch my shorts that I just recently posted if you're interested in that. But yeah, it's like, what I need from you is understanding. I don't know. So some of you guys could be wanting understanding at this time, where it's like there's a need to surround yourself around people that is actually genuinely understanding of you. You know, like people that you don't have to sit here and explain yourself to, or dull your personality down to. You know, something funny. Recently, people have been like trying to like check me about my spirituality. That's something that I've peeped, you know, and it's like I've peeped it, you know what I'm saying? I know what spirit's doing here, and it's showing me something in a way of like, obviously I'm doing something great, obviously I'm doing what's needed, obviously I'm somewhere where I'm supposed to be, if that makes sense, you know. People feel that because they witnessed the older version of you, that they would forever know you. And when you tend to change yourself, something is my throat chakra is going freaking crazy right now, like whoa. But it's like I started burping, I'm hiccuping now, like it's like my throat seemed like you wanted to close up, like I couldn't speak. Something is really not wanting me to get this out. But it's like people see a certain version of you and expect that from you forever. And when you're no longer given that energy, they can't process the fact that you've actually changed. They can't process the fact that you are who you always were. You know what I mean? I've been told stuff like, you walk around like you the chosen one. You walk around like you're chosen. It's like the fact that you even had to say that goes to show just how much power my spirit holds. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm saying this for a reason. It's like some people could be trying to come for you at this time, could be trying to check you about the way that you changed, or try to call you out to be a fake or a phony, because they can't wrap their head around the fact that God is working with you. They can't wrap their head around the fact that God favors you. You know what I mean? They can't wrap their head around the fact that you're someone who is well respected in the spirit realm. You're someone who is well respected on the 3D physical as well. And at times you tend to intimidate people's soul, and that's okay. That is okay. Don't allow people to dictate or determine who you are. Don't allow people to get in your head. Don't allow the things people say stick to you neither. To be in this type of daylight type of, it's like for you to be in this type of daylight type of energy and world, and you are more of like a nocturnal spirit. You're being forced to kind of, in a way, resonate with this version of Tom. I don't feel that it resides with your soul, and I feel that if they had things to where
in the atmosphere, I can feel the envy. I can't sell my soul now. See, I'd rather let you kill me, but I can never die. No, not really, only physically. I've been through a lot, but I can't let none of that get to me. Because if I do, then I am being my own enemy. I educate the youth, and I am nothing like celebrities. I can't break the law that's breaking me. That's what you tell us. Fuck the system, I'ma say that shit 1,000 times. That shit is sickening. They done told us like 10,000 lies. We want the shit, cause they still sleep, then they act so surprised. When the truth come out before their eyes, I'm still don't recognize. When you speak the truth, you put your life up on the line. And if you don't, cause you say that you living in a lie. I'm speaking fast, this ain't just rap, see I just make it rhyme. Falling off my purpose, it ain't worth it. I did that many times.